What's up, everybody? Welcome to Crown Fox Productions' Little Director Spotlight, featuring your very own director, Dominic Gurney. How are you?
Hi. Good.
I'm Tony.
I'm
I'm
good.
I'm going to be hosting this little director's commentary with each director as the weeks go on, because eventually we can't just interview you all the time because you're going to run out of movies. So,
That's true.
right?
Yep.
So we're going to watch your first movie. We're going to go through your whole catalog, and you're going to post one of these each day, I assume?
Yes. One to the channel of the movie itself, and then the bloopers would be on my Patreon of me talking
Ooh,
about
someone's
those
got a little
bloopers.
Patreon action.
I do,
What's your
yeah.
Patreon? Say Patreon right now so everybody can find it.
Just patreon.com/Crown Fox Productions.
There you go. Now, we're going to watch this first movie. How do you say? Because I don't know. I don't want to sound like a moron.
Liebe Traum. So it means
Liebe Traum?
love's dream.
Love's
Liebe
Dream?
Traum.
Is that in German?
Love's dream. Yeah, it's German because it was for my German literature class. So it's based on two different German books that I mashed together. I think it might be in the description of the video.
All right. Well,
A short film inspired by Goethe. I forgot how you say his name, and E.T.A. Hoffman. So yeah, it's based on two different books that we read.
Now, what are those books about?
The thing.
Give the audience.
One, I don't remember at all what they're both about, but like the idea is that all German books basically have a terrible ending, like a sad ending. So I took that to mean like I wanted to do the opposite and do a happy ending because everyone else was doing sad German endings. So I was like, let me do I think it's only inspired loosely by like a couple quotes or something like that.
Okay.
The story I think I came up with. It's not like
so it's an original work,
books.
just inspired by these books that you read.
Yeah, and there's a quote by E.T.A. Hoffman at the very end, but I don't. And then Goethe, I think it's just like how she's depressed that she doesn't have a boyfriend. I think that was reversed in Goethe's book.
An issue that we all face, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Do you wanna get started on this first movie?
Yes.
All right. So it's called
Liebe
Traum. I can't speak German, so I don't want to
sound anymore.
like an idiot. So I apologize ahead of time for my bad pronunciation.
Just roll the R. Traum.
I can't do that. Let's just fade and go. How do you say? All right. All right. So whenever you're ready, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Got it.
So now you got the Crown Fox logo.
Yep. I made this logo like for this because I was like, great, my channel was also created because of this video because I didn't know where to put it.
Accomplished it.
Yeah.
That I, Mina Hoffnung, would finally get a boyfriend. That was my wish, but that didn't happen. Instead, my friends got every chance they could get to brag about their boyfriends to me, especially Candace Falsh.
Her name actually, there's a meaning behind her name.
Hey, how was class? Didn't you have a tester?
So was that
Candace? I don't remember saying you said it.
I don't know.
That's my best.
But her last name, Falsh, means fake. Everything she's saying is bullshit.
I'm gonna mute this on my end so that.
Yeah, I'm muting mine on my. I've lowered mine really low.
I had it playing, so I apologize ahead of time for the beginning of the audio.
Yeah.
Now that it's muted. So this is based off those books. Now, what are they talking about? Talk to me here.
So she's just like bragging about her boyfriend, but her last name is Falsh, so that means fake or falseness or whatever. So everything is bullshit.
I see these little like Easter egg type things you're leaving in.
Clues. I do that all the time. And I don't know if the main character has a name. I forgot if she did. But that's why she catches it at one point where she's like, I forgot what she said her boyfriend's name was, but like she's like, I thought it was this guy or whatever, because she can't even keep her own story straight, so she's just bullshitting.
Yeah.
And again, she's not really an actress. Like I just asked, she was in my screenwriting class, this girl on the right, and then the girl on the left, I she's the studies in the room that has the other films are in.
Okay.
So I don't remember how like I met them, but
That
like
crunching you hear in the background is Felix watching your movie. So I'm just
yeah.
okay.
Okay. But no, the audio on this sucks because I think I don't remember what camera I used for this.
Well, you
I
can
think
clearly
I
tell
borrowed someone's camera.
it's a very primitive. I mean, it's 5 years ago you filmed this.
Yeah.
So this was
yeah.
it was during
And
school, so you probably didn't have much.
No, I didn't have it. I was using other people's cameras at this point.
Yeah.
And did not have anything in the way of a mic. This is also in the middle of the student union building, so it's like a giant echoing
Yeah,
thing.
the sound's just gonna go up. It's not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who are these two actresses? They were just classmates or whatever.
Yeah, the girl on the left, she's like a really good actress, but she wants to be like a science PhD student or something like that. So I don't remember how like I became friends with her, but like I use her often. You'll see her in my other films for acting.
Yeah,
she's even in Cats of Ulthar. I think she's in London now. She moved to London to like study or something.
She's to go for she went to PhD in science and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl Katie Herman, dressed like a psychic. She was my roommate in freshman year. But this is my sophomore year, so I'm not like didn't live with her anymore, but like she loves like magic and stuff, and it was so funny because her family's like really Christian.
Yeah.
So they got scared when she did the post for the movie, so like of her as like a psychic.
Yeah.
And then she had to then do another post and be like, "Sorry guys, this was just for the film. Like I'm not a psychic."
Parents are like
and
this.
Look, this is yeah.
What happened? We raised the gypsy.
You see the little fox on her bed?
Yes, obviously crown fox.
I tried so hard to add a fox in each film, but it's probably only in like 2.
Well, it's something you should always you should start doing again.
Yeah, I think
that's what Sam Raimi. That's what Sam Raimi does with a car. There's a particular car in all of his movies.
Oh really?
Yeah. So in every movie, there's like you see this. I forgot what car it was. It was like an Oldsmobile or something. But you always see it. It's always somewhere in the background or somebody's driving it. But it's always in his movie.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. I want to do that. But
so now she's sleeping. And what is she? Oh, okay.
Oh, I think that was it. E.T.A. Hoffman has a book called Sandman. One of them. Yeah, it must be Hoffman has a book about Sandman. So that's why I use that song. And like it's about you're gonna see like sand on her face soon because like
it was guys.
That was that was an umbrella actually that we put across.
Oh, did you put across the screen? Okay, it's a smart move to create the shadow or whatever.
Yeah, because we only had like.
Is this you pouring? Was that you pouring the sand out?
Yeah, the sand. And I only had blue sand, but it's blue on her face. I don't know. I guess like tears. We tried to go for, and what was it? Yeah, because the thumbnail is like a heart and sand.
Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, I wanted to do like I tried to make like a miniature, not a diorama, but just like a miniature like set for this. It was really bad. I just had like crystals and like sand and stuff.
So now, what was she crying because she doesn't have a boyfriend?
Yeah, because even the psychic is like, I forgot what the psychic said.
Okay.
Yeah, the psychic's like, oh, soon or something like that. But she's like,
and now she's sitting, contemplating, I guess.
Yeah.
Is this going to be the boyfriend that comes into her life?
Yeah.
Wow, man, I didn't even know. I wrote this thing with you, and I didn't.
And I tried to do the black and white to color to be like, oh look, like positivity coming back into her life, and that's funny because that's my umbrella. I think that's the same. Might have been the same umbrella we used earlier.
Yeah.
But you can see the word is Aldolfo, and I'm like, make sure you don't see that on camera because it's a German class.
Yeah.
And that's why he held it a certain way. I think he was in my German class or my creative writing class, one of those.
You're like, oh, this movie really is German. He's walking around with an Adolf umbrella.
But see, that's the sand. That's blue. That's purple. I had blue also. You can see my, what's the word? What what's the first Windows Movie Maker credits?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. The fact that you used Windows Movie Maker was impressive.
For so long. I think this is done in Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the first ones are. It's
We'll
so
fade
bad.
out. All right. So there it is. That was
That-
the first one.
Yeah, that film, like I enjoyed making it so much that I was like, wait a second. I kind of want to do film. So then that summer, this is 2017, yeah. That summer in July, I went to it was like a mixture of, it was at Harvard, but it was done by New York Film Academy.
Okay.
They were hosting a 1-week adult filmmaking workshop.
Yeah.
So, but at Harvard. So I was like, I want to go, like I wanted to go to, before that, I wanted to go to Harvard. Like I wanted to be like all smart and stuff, but like my grades weren't good. So
I wanted to be smart,
like-
but I just wasn't.
exactly. So I was like, oh, okay, this is at Harvard. Let's do this. They had it in New York, but I'm like, I don't want to go to New York. I want to go to the Harvard one.
Yeah.
So that was like, you stay on campus in Harvard. You go, it's like an intensive, because it was only a week. They have like month long, whatever, but this was like what we could afford. So it was just a week. Then you go just one class after another. We did have like a screenwriting class, like editing class, and then I think camera class, like all that stuff. And then we would be out on campus, like having to film. We did the focus, like follow focus. We
Yeah.
learned that.
Yeah.
And then I was like the only one good at follow focus. I love this so much with like the rig, whatever it's called, where you like mark it and then you
Yeah.
change the focus and stuff. And then it was like kind of a 48-hour film type situation where we then had 8 hours, each of us, to create our own film. Well, write it. Well, yeah, they told us like on a Tuesday to like, okay, now get your ideas. That's why we had the screenwriting class, so you could like help us flesh out our ideas. Then we had 4 hours to film, so we were separated into teams of 3 or 4, and then we would each take turns filming the other one's film, and then we would do editing for 4 hours.
Okay.
And then like the next day was like we showed it all, and then we like graduated, like completed the thing, got our little certificate and all that stuff. And then that was like on this Friday or Saturday of it. So it was literally just a week of nonstop classes and stuff like that. And then that was that summer. And then I came back to school and I was like, I want to do film. But at that point, it was my junior year and I couldn't change my major.
Yeah.
So that's why I had a creative writing major, like I have it, instead of a film production or whatever. So that's why the rest of the films are just like nonstop me making films, because like I was so obsessed with that at the time that I was like, if I can't major in it, I'm just gonna keep doing it like on my own. So like when my homework was done, I'll just be like, time for films. That's why there's so many from 5 years ago, because I was still at college, and it was easy because it was like locations, people.
Yeah, but in a way, you were
there.
using your creative writing degree to write short films. So in a way, you were using your major.
Yeah, and even even the projects in the creative writing classes, I would just turn into films.
Yeah.
So like literally everything was there for me. Like,
Exactly.
ideas,
I mean,
people,
listen, creative writing,
locations.
while it's not. I went to film school. It's what you learned in a week. They just spread out over 3 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were
it's not nothing
Yeah.
crazy. And honestly, like I said, what you do is basically what they teach already. So you would have changed your majors only to be like, I already know this. So
Yeah.
you didn't miss
Yeah.
much. But it's interesting
That's
because you
true.
said in 2017 you knew that you wanted to make movies. That was the same
Yeah.
year I did.
Really?
Yeah, because that's when I went to film school.
It's-
I started film school.
What?
I started film school July of 2017.
July is literally my 1 week filmmaking working
Yeah,
workshop.
that's when I started. Right,
Yeah.
the first week of July, and then I graduated July of 2020.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, because you told me right after you did Pansboard that you graduated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
But it's
interesting?
funny though, because in high school I did one film class, and that's how I like knew I liked it. Oh wait, can I find that? This is not my this is the first short film I did on my channel. I have a short film I did before this.
Oh, did you do it in high
Like
school?
my first ever
Oh, wow.
that I did in high school.
Well, you find that we'll make an episode about it.
I have like 3 to 4 other
Wow.
short films I did in high school.
Oh, so you knew
For
from
that
way
class?
before that this is kind of what you wanted to do.
Well, yeah, because like when I was 13, I got my first laptop, and that's where I was messing with editing programs. Like
Yeah.
I would make, like I was obsessed with Naruto at the time, so I'd make like animated music, not animated, but I would use GIFs,
I
GIFs,
get,
how
I
you
see
say
that.
it,
I know
and
you
like
mean.
photos,
Yeah.
GIFs, yeah, and then like I would make montages to music,
Yeah.
playing with the editing programs. Like that was when I was 13.
That's
then
how
I,
we
then
all. That's
there
how we
was,
all
like, a
start, by
film
the way.
class, and I was like, oh my god, wait, I can use people instead of
Yeah.
photos.
That's
And
how
then
all,
I was like, and then in
music.
college,
Cutting music videos is how we start. How everybody starts, because that's how I did it with wrestling.
Yeah.
I just took wrestling clips
oh yeah,
and you just start cutting
Yeah.
them together with music, and you're like, oh, this is fun. And then
yeah,
you go, I wonder how much.
I loved it.
Yeah, I wonder what else you can do. And then you just start expanding on it, and then
Yeah, because I was like so proud of myself how I'd be able to like match beats
yeah,
to music and stuff like that. And then
Right.
I was like, okay. And then when I started wanting to do like writing, because I learned I wanted to be a writer in like 11th grade when we read Edgar Allan Poe,
yeah,
because like how he wrote, it was like a thriller or something like that. Like I was like, this is cool. Because before that, I wanted to be a manga artist and a painter and stuff.
okay.
But then I was like, I can't. I needed the stories anyway if I was going to be a manga artist. So I was like, okay, let me write. And then I was like, then I wanted to do fashion,
Jeez,
like
woman.
costumes. So I was like, wait a second.
I think it's
combines all of
from
those.
Jump Street. You wanted to be in filmmaking. You just didn't know it. Like,
Yeah,
it was just like
I think
I
so.
like doing this to this, and then you went from this to this, and then like I said, now you like in filmmaking, you can just basically play pretend, because that's what filmmaking
Yeah.
is. You know, that's what we all do.
Yeah,
just play
'cause-
pretend.
Yeah, and even when I was little, I was like, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to do UFC. Like I wanted to do so many things. And I'm like, I could do that as a filmmaker though.
I'm sorry. Listen, the thought of you in the UFC is just.
I thought it was tougher because I was doing martial arts as a kid.
It doesn't matter. Mixed martial arts is a lot different than that.
I know. It's
So-
like I'm like those little dogs that bark. And I
Yes,
think I'm big.
yes. You're
And
like a
I'm
little
not
dog
big.
you're like a little dog that thinks it's big.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, my dad was like, they hit back, right? I'm like, well,
Yeah, and they do takedowns. They don't do that in martial arts.
I know. And like for plays, it was like, you could get shot down, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
really?
the SWAT. You can get shot. You get blown
Yeah.
up, set on fire.
I know.
There's a lot of bad things that can
But I
happen.
was like, yeah, but if I could just do a movie about it now, I could just do a movie
Exactly.
about UFC. I could just do a movie about pilots, so it combines everything perfectly.
Knowing you
Which is
though,
funny.
the pilot will get shot down, get saved, and shot down again because you're a psycho.
Oh,
I still can't get over that movie. I'm sorry.
I know, you're just dissing my movie as well.
You made me watch that movie yesterday, and you used John Cena as a ploy.
The movie used him as a ploy, first
Ugh.
of all. Then I use it on you.
Not cool.
No, but what was the other thing? Well, I just found it funny how I combined all my passions together as a film.
That's
Like
usually
how
what
my
movies.
name-
That's usually how filmmaking works, though. It combines everything that you
Yeah.
like and everything that you like, and maybe in that moment are very into.
Yeah.
You want to make a movie
Yeah.
about it or something, or film, whatever.
Yeah.
That's
No,
usually how
but
it
it's
works,
just
yeah.
like my name, how they combined Diamond and Monique, and that's why.
There you
So
go.
it's just like combo of things.
Yeah. You yourself
Yeah.
are a combo. You're a mixed bag, if you will.
I am.
You are. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna wrap this up on this first episode,
Yes.
and we'll be
Yes.
back next time with your next film, and
Yes.
so on and so forth. And then, like I said, considering that this is on your channel, this is the Crown
Yes.
Fox Productions channel, so please follow, please like and subscribe and share.
Yes. Yes. And
you
join the
really-
Patreon if you want to see me talk about the bloopers.
The
Of each
bloopers,
film.
yes, which we
Yeah.
will film also, and I'm sure you'll have more than just that on your Patreon, more content, of course.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
can only
Like
find there.
it'll be the behind the scenes of new projects
Mm-hmm.
as I'm doing things like right now it's a paranormal documentary
Yes.
series.
Yes.
So I have like photos on there, like random like bloopers are currently up on there of that. So
definitely go
just, like,
go check that
stay
out.
tuned
It's
for that.
patreon.com/Crown Fox Productions.
Yes.
This has been Director Spotlight on the Crown Fox Productions channel.
Yes.
That's Director Dominique Gurney.
Director.
That's right. I'm host Tony Colangelo. And
Yes.
until next time,
Bye.
take it easy.
Yay.